Hey guys, I'm back. So today I'm gonna do things a little bit different. I'm going to do a video like a power of makeup type of thing. Um, so I am gonna do like half of my face with makeup and then the other half I'm gonna leave it. Just so you can kind of see like the difference that makeup makes and stuff. I'm not saying that you're not pretty without makeup, but makeup is an art form and there is a beauty to it, and I kind of want to just show that aspect of it today. Um, I do have some red marks. Sometimes I get that when I get out of the shower, and I don't know why. They just go away. So I'm just going to cover up this half where it's mostly red. I am just going to jump right in and go ahead and do it. I will be talking through this process and showing you or explaining what I'm going to be doing for the whole process, and then you'll get to kind of see what I do. I am going to recreate a makeup look that I did just for Instagram. I had just did my makeup and then took a picture and posted it. I didn't make a video out of it or anything. So I'm going to try and recreate that because I got a lot of comments back on that and people really liked it. And it was kind of simple to make. And then that also gives me an excuse to use my new James Charles palette that I bought. So yeah. All right. So I only have moisturizer on my face. I don't have anything else on my face. So I'm going to go ahead with primer first, and this one is a no pore blim primer. I got this one actually from my BoxyCharm, which is the last video I did. I did a review on BoxyCharm, so if you want to go and check that one out, you can totally do so. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and gently rub that into my face. And like I said, I'm not going to be putting anything on this second half, just so you can kind of see. I needed a little bit more because that one wasn't enough. And this one is a little I want to say it's like a little oily. I mean, not really, because it doesn't make me get oily, but I just don't like putting it on my lids, because then it does tend to crease the eyeshadow, if I could talk today. Okay, so then that is on, and while that is setting, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. And this one, as I said in my last video, I do work at Sally Beauty. So this is just a cheap one. It's Ardell from there. And please don't ding me on my fingernails because my nail polish is pretty gross. But I didn't have time to fix it. I've been super busy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that onto my finger, like this much, and I'm just gonna prime my eyelids. I do like to put sometimes a little bit underneath my eye just because I like to put, for this look especially, I'm putting eyeshadow underneath my eye too. And for this one, there is a like a sparkly one and a matte one, and I did get the matte one just because I don't always want sparkles, especially if I'm putting like matte colors on my face. I don't want the sparkles in there. So I have that on. So then I'm going to start with my eyebrows. This won't be too much detailed for my eyebrows because, as you can see, I don't really have that great of a camera to be zooming into, but I will still show you. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I don't have their brush for it. I used to, and then I wanted to just try something different, so I did get a Benefit brow. I know, shame on me for not using both of the same thing, but I like this Benefit Brow stuff. It does work really nice. It's actually a really good brush. I really like their brush, so no complaints there. I have had this for about 2 years now, I believe, and it's still working like a champ. And look, you see, it's not all frailed or anything either. It's pretty good still. Okay. So on mine, just so I'm not using towards the top and stuff, I do grab from the edges and then work my way back just so it doesn't get really dry. I do still need to put a little bit of oil in there because it is getting, on this edge that I use, it is getting a little dry, but I just haven't done that yet. So I am just going to dab into that side there, just lightly, not a lot. And I am gonna go ahead and brush up the hairs. And a lot of people have asked me if I've used stencils, and I have not used stencils. I guess I've never really tried stencils, but a lot of people like the way I do my eyebrows and have asked if I've done stencils because they can't come out almost the same every time. So you'll get to kind of see, I do start off, I'm gonna warn you, I do start off pretty messy and then I clean it up afterwards. Okay, so I start like halfway here, you can see, and then I make my tail there. And I do follow along a lot with my eyebrows. Up here, not so much, just because they cut off right here and I want them to be up higher and they just don't work with me. So I usually start there and put most of my product there. And then I go a little lighter, as you can see, the front, because you don't want the front really dark. Otherwise you'll end up with boxed eyebrows. And we can't be having that. Okay, so then, yep, I have my eyebrow outline there. And while I still have a little bit of product on my tool here, I am going to do the front and just brush up the hairs. I do like to make sure I'm trying to use, versus going sideways, trying to use the front here. Sorry if I'm blocking your way. I guess I'll bring my mirror in. I am losing the product, so I'm going to just do a little bit. And when I do dip back in, I start from a little bit more back. Okay, and while I haven't cleaned it up yet, I like to just make it a little light here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with more product so that I can do this, and obviously I want that to be darker. So I'm just following my hair. And I did get a little bit off course, but I still gotta clean it up, so that's okay for now. Okay, so now that they're pretty much like shaped, I do just gotta clean it up. And for cleaning up, I do use the NARS. I use that for my cleanup. And for my cleanup brush, it's just one of those like the My Brush sets my husband had got me. So nothing expensive, anything like that. I'm just using something small with a small tip. And I do the same thing for that, just because I don't like getting it dried out, and it does last a lot longer this way. So I do just scrape a little bit from the sides, and I do like to just like warm it up a little bit and put it on here and scrape it back up with the brush. I found that when I put it from here straight to my eyebrow, um, that I take too much or it comes out like too thick. And this way I can take as much product as I need at a time. I don't need to take like a whole thing. So here I'm just gonna clean it up. For my brows, I do keep just a paper towel with me because I just clean off the excess as I go. I don't like to leave it on my brush as I'm cleaning up because then it gets a little messy. And now we're gonna do the top. I do like to start at the front and then work my way back. Just take this and brush it out a little bit very lightly. Sometimes it doesn't always come out, but just so there's not a harsh line there. And brush it back. Foundation. I do use the Tarte Amazonian Clay. I do use a light beige. For my brush, for this, I'm going to use a Bare Minerals brush. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of got like a little dip into here so that you can put your foundation into some if you want to. You don't have to, but that's kind of cute. So let's see. I am going to put some in there today just to get the use out of it. So I'm gonna start. And actually props to my husband because he picked this color out. He color matched me himself and he got it pretty on point. So that was good. Okay, and then for this part, I am gonna put it on myself up here versus putting it on the brush. That way I can have more control of the foundation because I don't want to wipe away my brow that I already made and I'm not making it again. So I don't want to get too close, get kind of close. I'm gonna hold my hair because I don't want that getting in. And sometimes this is just the way I put on my foundation by doing it myself versus putting it on the brush. It's kind of a personal preference, I think. I am going in with my Anastasia Contour Cream Kit to do a little bit of a contour and get my concealer on and all that fun stuff. For these, I don't use anything fancy again. I'm going in with like my brush set piece. Just something flat. Fair is which one I'm gonna use. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some under the eyes. And kind of some down here. And normally I would do it on both, but this time I'm only doing one side. So I'm just going to put some here. And I'll put some on my nose here too. I do get some red marks here, so sometimes if I'm feeling extra red today, which I am, I'll put some underneath just to conceal some of that up too. Get my sponge wet. It's all nice and spongy now, so we will go ahead and blend out this. And this is so weird, only doing half, because I want to like repeat the same steps to the other side. All right, in person this looks a lot better than it does in here. Okay, so I have that concealed up. I think I'll use Java for this one. Okay, and you wanna, as you can see, my cheekbone is right here, so you're gonna wanna follow along on the lines of that. And then I do, my chin is already, I mean, when I'm not showing my double chin, my chin is a little sculpted already, so I kind of just like to enhance that because, I mean, who doesn't like a sculpted jawline, right? And put little spots here to contour. We'll put some here and contour the half of my face. This one's a tapered highlight brush, but I kind of like it for my baking. So, I mean, use your brushes however you want. Don't let anyone tell you how you should use them, okay? I am just using Airspun. I would like Laura Mercier, but I just haven't gone to get it. Saving up money for makeup. So my powder, and I have some on the lid here, so I'm just gonna take that and bake it all the way under where I get creases. Now I look like a pastry, all full of flour. Okay, so while that's baking a little bit, I am gonna start my eyeshadow finally. I did get a James Charles palette. If you do follow me on Twitter, you will notice that I did post a video that some of it did come broken. I'm not able to get a replacement, but they did figure it out. We got it sorted out. So the black one, Spooky, it is broken. If you can see it, half of it is missing. So that kind of sucked. And some of the palette still has some of the black on it, but I tried to clean it up as best I could. But, oh. Okay, so I am going to do that rainbow style look. I am gonna start off with this white color. It is called Flashback. I did save the piece because I wanted to know what each of them called. I am going to stop quick and brush out that one with yellow first. I did get these in the BoxyCharm. Some of these brushes that I'm going to be using, which I'll show you in a little bit. This one is just a Sephora crease brush, and I like the blending that you can do with that tip. Kind of like it. So I'm going to go in with B in that palette, and it's a nice, beautiful yellow color. And see, it's like so pretty. And I'm going to start from the middle and work my way up. And I don't want to go too far in because I have a bunch more colors to do, but I do want to blend that out a little bit, so very lightly. Look at that beautiful yellow color. Lightly disperse it this way. Okay, so I put the yellow on here, and then I did go in with the orange, and on that one is the 518. And that's the orange on that one. And then we'll go a little bit over top of that yellow, not too much. Okay, clean off that brush. And there you have the yellow and the orange. And then we did do pink next. So I'm gonna take the Skip in there. And same thing. I'm gonna go in with one of these that I got with that orange 518, and I am going to use that to get this more blended because I don't like the way this is coming together here. I think last time I did take a little bit of the Literally. It's kind of like a reddish color, and I did use that to transition the colors a little bit. You can see here. Just gonna brush that back and forth. I do love this brush. It's a smudge brush. It's very like coarse hairs, and I like the way that it applies heavily. And that orange looks very light, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna redo the yellow a little bit with this brush too. And I did do this originally with my first one too. I kind of kept going back and forth, refixing them as I went to blend in. Okay, I'm gonna finish off this pink. Did transition into a purple. So for my transition color, I'm going to take this lighter purple, which is Single in the palette and lightly brush it between the two. And then I'm going to go with the darker purple, which is Escape. And I'm going to put that kind of on top. And with colors like this, you gotta kind of just play with it and see what works for you, because not everyone's skin is the same and not everyone's is gonna catch the same either. So it's okay if it's not coming out right, you know. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's just makeup. Brother, and it's really pretty. And I'm gonna use that for transfer. And I'm gonna go in with that light playground color, and it looks like that. Oh my gosh, and it's so pretty. And I'm gonna put that just on top there. Really lightly, because I don't want to wash out that purple either. See, it's coming out. It's coming. We're getting it. We're figuring it out. Kind of takes a minute to remember what you did, you know, when you're doing it a second time. And then the last one was a green, and that one was Social Blade that we used. It's really pretty. These colors in this palette are just really nice, and I just really like them all. Good for you, James Charles. You did awesome. And kind of tuck that one back into here. Okay. And I do have this brush. I did get, like everything else, I got it in BoxyCharm. And it's a blending brush, and it's Scone. And it's really lightweight here. Kind of see it, it's really soft. I do like to use this without product and then just use that for blending very lightly. Don't get carried away. And look at that, that just looks cute. I like it. The brush that I used to put the flashback on my face to prepare my canvas, I am going to take the other end of it, and there is a really pretty little shiny color with glitter, and it's called Ring Light. And I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to put that into our corner just to create, you know, like that handle piece. Just put that in the corner of your eye. And I also used that, I'm gonna use the flashback. I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna clean up here. Cause some of this got a little high. And what the hell, I'll take that ring light and put a little highlight right here. Take my smudge brush and kind of go back in with some of these. All right, so there's that. I think I did an okay job this time around. It did take me longer last time, so Sorry if it's not as perfect. I'm just trying to show you. Don't have all day now. Just kidding. I'm gonna take a bronzer, and this one I like the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. I'm gonna take that with my small contour brush from Sephora. And as you can see, I already hit the pan on that one. I'm going to go back where I contoured earlier and just give me a little more depth there. Because I did do like a painting on my face, I'm gonna go with something a little brighter for blush. I'm gonna take my favorite blush brush and put a little color on my cheeks. And my hair's all messed up. Why didn't you guys tell me? Just kidding. I do have this Naked Cosmetics holographic highlight. Oh my gosh, I love this thing so much. It's like a dream. I don't even know. That brush that I used earlier for my powder, I'm just gonna take that. I think I'm gonna do this one here. It's kind of like a neutral highlight, just because I have so many colors going on up here. Show you with how blinding you. Get it? No? Yeah? Okay. Put a little here. Put a little here. I feel like it's not enough, you know? Do feel like this is too far down, this green. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit. With the brush that I used for my foundation. Lightly, don't want to run all of it off my face. There you go. That looks better. See, now it's cleaned up. Now the fallout, that was mostly fallout that was sitting there. And I don't want all that. I'm gonna do my eyelashes. So I told my husband that I want eyelash extensions and he told me no. Excuse me? What? Like, this would all be unnecessary if I had them. These, I'm gonna use these eyelashes. I did get them from my work, and I think they're like $5 or something like that, and they're just natural Ardell eyelashes, and they have such a thin piece right here. I like it because then it's not like a chunky block of plastic. And then I do have a duo glue. I am going to try to do this in front of the camera, so if I make a stupid face, don't hold me out on it because it's not my fault. I'm just trying to be nice and show you. I'm gonna take my tweezers, which we also sell at Sally Beauty. Hello, look at that, isn't it cute? They all have like different characters, and it's only 99 cents, and it was pretty good. It works amazing. Okay, so let me attempt this on camera. And then I'm going to take my Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced because I love this mascara. And I'm going to put a little bit on underneath, but not too much because I don't want it to smear onto the color. Okay, and there we have it. See, one side of the face done and the other side not. You're basically just painting your face, and it's so much fun. Get that, but you can put some white eyeliner there just to make your eyes pop a little bit more. I do really like this color wheel that I got going on my face. So yeah, this is the finished look and I really like it. I had a lot of fun playing with colors and painting on my face because that's what we're here for, right? All right, well, I will see you next week. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe if you aren't already. If you want to see more content, there's more videos in my channel. Go ahead, take a look. I do have Instagram. It's _.beautybyrosie. And I do have Twitter, which is just Rosa Nyberg, I believe. Otherwise, I should have the links on my channel on the border on my channel. If I did it correctly, they should be there. So you should just be able to click and then it'll take you to my pages on there. So I will see you next time and thank you for watching.